Hey, welcome guys. Tony Porter, Tabletop Baseball Digest. New York at Atlanta, 1973. I don't know, is this game 15, 16? I can't remember. I'll take a look in a minute. It's going to be Tom Terrific versus Pat Dobson. I haven't rolled to see what kind of stuff they have yet, but I'm going to do that now. Games have been taking me about 30 minutes. So let's get started with this. The Braves are 8-9 and the Mets are 8-9. So both are Mets are in fourth place, and the Braves are in fifth place in the NL. Well, the NL Mets, of course, in the NL East, and the Braves in the NL West in 1973. So let's see what happens here. Let's get started. Let's roll to see what kind of stuff Seaver has. Seaver will have his C stuff. Ooh, but Seaver's C stuff is better than Dobson's A stuff. And Dobson will have his B stuff. All right. And that could change depending on how things go. Let's see. I got something from under the. Need a little. Here we go. That kind of at least helps me focus in on the column that I'm using. And let me just do that real quick. Just bend it in a little bit here for Terrific. All right, Terrific versus Pat Dobson, who I think will be a little bit better later on. And his Buddy Harrelson leads off. Buddy Harrelson batting .279. He's been hitting pretty well as of late. Let's play ball. All right, and that's to be a 23, which will be a swing and a miss, and he strikes out for the first out of the ball game. Next is Felix Mian. He's a right-handed hitter. Chokes up a ton, probably 12 inches on the bat. And a 54, that's going to be a line drive base hit to left and a possible error on the left fielder, Gar. Let's check out Gar. Let's see if I have the chart for the Braves. I don't know if I printed that out. I printed out a bunch of them at the start of the season. Oh, I did print out the Braves. Probably the... All right, so Gar in left field is going to... No, he didn't make any errors in left field, so he'll hold on to the ball and throw it into Jackson, and it's a single for Felix Mian. He's on at first. Dobson takes a look over. Gets the sign from Oates. It's Willie Mays, the pitch, and a 51 is a possible error. And a shortstop error. Sonny Jackson boots it. So it's first and second. Grounded to Jackson and just drops the ball. So it's an E6, puts runners on first and second. For the Mets here in the top of the first inning, and only one out. Here's Rusty Staub, who has not been hitting a lick, but he's going to smash one here to right center field, cut off by Aaron, and runner W.A. arm. So what kind of arm does Aaron have? He has a W arm, so the Mian will score and Mays will stop at second base. So let's do that. Single, run scores, and everybody else just advances a base. So the Mets take a 1-0 lead. Eddie Kranepool, left-handed hitter, against Pat Dobson. Here's the pitch, and that's the Snake Eyes, which will be, a 5. By a left-handed hitter, it's to the first baseman. A S or an A first baseman. Pierce is at first, and he is a W. So it will be... Oh, and there's a 1 there, too. There's a couple of things I got to look at with first and second. First and second will be advanced. Out X, no DP. Okay. So it's just an advance. We're going to just play it as an advance. Not get too complicated here. Second and third with 2 outs. And here's Wayne Garrett. Steps in the box. A left-handed hitter batting 185 and 27 at bats. The pitch. And it's a 52. That's a possible error with another low number. Third baseman. A smash hit to the third baseman, Evans. And he boots it. And that is what I roll, 52. That will be 1 base error. Bases are loaded. E5. Duffy Dyer with, hold on a second. What just happened? Was there a runner on third base? Oh, yeah, they moved up. That's right. So runs does score on the error. And here is Duffy Dyer with first and third, 2 outs. The pitch. And a 43 will be an out. What kind of an out? It's lifted to right. Aaron over under it. Makes the catch. The Mets pick up a couple of runs. They lead at 2-0 with the Braves coming to bat here in They are in Atlanta Stadium. Pitch from Terrific, a 42 and a 1-12 base on balls, and that's ball 4. So he walks Gar, the speedy Gar. And Johnny Oates is up, and he's an A hit and run guy. There goes Gar, and a 4 will be an A single. And he is an A, so he's going to send a runner to third, first and third. Now, Seaver's, had a rough start this season. Just things don't go in his favor at all. Here's Aaron with first and third in field halfway looking for the double play. The pitch from Seaver, 41, and that'll be ball 4. That loads the bases. Seaver with the bases loaded and nobody out. Darrell Evans steps in the box. He bats from the left side with the bases loaded here. Mets are up 2-0. But the Braves are threatening, and the pitch. And that's a 51 with a 17. Ooh, that's a first baseman double play. It's to Cranepool, goes to second for one, House, and back to first, and it's a 3-6-3 double play. Run scores. But the Mets pick up 2 huge outs. And it's going to be Lum. And Cranepool, let me double check his error rating. I don't want. Yeah, he's good. He has a 2 error rating. So here's Mike Lum with a runner on third. The pitch from Seaver, 56. Struck him out. Go sit down, Mike Lum. And it's Ted Martinez. Here's the pitch from Dobson with a 56. Check swing. The check with the first base umpire, and he went around, rings him up. Seaver now steps in the box. The pitch, 31. That's banged up the middle and through into center field for a base hit. Seaver with a single. And Buddy Harrelson, switch hitter, batting from the left side of 31. And that's a check swing, little blooper over the head of Davy Johnson at second base. I didn't do the defense. But runner will make it to third base. Now, what was I going to tell you? Yeah, the defense infield left to right is Evans, Jackson, Davy Johnson, and Jack Pierce, I believe it is, right? Jack Pierce? Yep. Catcher's Oates, Johnny Oates. I remember him with the Dodgers. And on the mound is Pat Dobson from left to right in the outfield. Gar Lum in center. And Aaron in right. All right, Felix Millan, who singled earlier in the game. First and third with 1 out, and it's still early, so we're going to try to get the double play and get out of the inning. Here's the 51. That will be a double play if it's a ground ball to the first baseman, and that's Pierce. Goes to Jackson, back to first, 3-6-3 double play. Deja vu all over again. They're out of the inning. 2-1, and it's Pierce leads off against Terrific with a 32, and that'll be a tapper right back to the mound. Seaver throws him out. 1 down. Davy Johnson, right-handed hitter, with a 22, and that'll be a 7, ball 4. He walks, and there he goes, trying to steal. The throw down is not in time. Stolen base for Davy Johnson. Boy, I need some Scotch tape. Let me see if I had some in here somewhere. There it is. Somehow I tore this card a little bit when I was separating. Now let me just tidy it up. There we go. Sonny Jackson with a runner at second base and 1 out. Pitch from Terrific, and Terrific with a 21, and that'll be a ground ball to the first baseman, Cranepool. Runner moves up. And the pitcher, Pat Dobson, the runner on third and 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Seaver is ready. Sets and deals, and a 35 will be a bouncer to second. Millan scoops it, throws out Dobson. All right, Willie Mays leads off for the Mets here in the top of the third. The pitch, and that is a line drive and caught by the first baseman. So Mays goes oppo, but right in the glove of Jack Pierce, who's positioned perfectly, and it's 1 out now with Staub batting. And Dobson gets the sign, promotes, and he pitches, and that's going to be hard hit ball through the hole into right field for a base hit for Staub. I think that's his second hit of the day. Needs to start hitting. Here's Kranepool with 1 out, 1 on. Kranepool, not a great hit. Oh, he is a good hit and run guy, but we're not hit and running with Staub. The pitch, and that's a 64, which will be a pop-up middle infield by the second base bag, and it's Davey Johnson who calls for it. 2 out. Wayne Garrett batting 179. The pitch from Dobson with a 64, and that'll be a 1-tapper right back to Dobson. Bobbles it for a second, then whips it to first. That retires the side. Bottom of the third. Tom Seaver against Ralph Garr, who singled in the first, and he will ground out to the first baseman Kranepool, who will take it himself. Just beats Garr, the speedy Garr, to the bag. I remember him being nicknamed the Roadrunner. Here's Johnny Oates, another left-handed hitter, and that's a 66. That's going to be line base hit to right. Cut off by Mays. Mays gets it into Mian, and Oates is on with a single. Here's Hank Aaron with good power. Hit 40 home runs. The pitch, a 35. It's not going to do it. That's a ground ball to, he's a righty ground ball, and that'll be a 6-3. Runner advances on this. Oh, no, that's going to be a fielder's choice. What did I say it was? I said it was a 15. That's going to be a fielder's choice. A double play if second baseman is S, and he is not, so let's erase that. Let's do 6-4. We're going to have to go back 1 before the single, just the way the game is. And now we can go 6-4. There you go. All right, so Aaron's on it first now. And here's Mike Lum, lefty hitter. The pitch from Seaver, and that'll do it. Strike 3. Gets him looking. Who is that? Who did I just have? Evans? What did I do with Evans? Hold on a second. Oh, there's Darrell Everett. How did he get in the middle there? And a 6-3 is a strikeout. Same thing. All right, Duffy Dyer, Pat Dobson, top of the fourth. Pitch, and a 63 will be a fly ball to right. On the run is Aaron, and Aaron chases it down. So Dyer went oppo and sent it into the gap, but Aaron was able to flag it down. Here's Teddy Martinez with a 16, and that'll be chopped in the infield to the shortstop Jackson, who throws a strike to first for the second out, and Tom Terrific is up. The pitch, and a 52 is an error check on a 13. Probably too high on the shortstop. Jackson is an 8, so he'll make the play, and that retires the side. Bottom of the fourth. It's a 30-minute game. Mike Lum steps in the box, another left-handed hitter. The Braves have stacked left-handed hitters. Now, this is a 1-8 hit by pitch on Lum's card, so he got hit quite a bit. But Seaver's a -1, and we rolled really high, so it will be a fly ball center field. Mays comes over and squeezes it for the first out. Next is Jack Pierce, 20-12, strike 3, and Seaver picks up his second, third strikeout of the game. Davey Johnson now, the pitch from Terrific, and that is grounded to Garrett. And Garrett throws him out to retire the side. Here comes the Mets, and here comes Harrelson, top of the fifth. 2-1 Mets. Mets 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. The Braves with 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 errors. Pitch to Buddy, 16, and that's going to be, he's batting lefty. That's going to be popped up to the left side of the infield, and his third baseman in foul territory near the stands, and Darrell Evans makes the catch. Here's Felix Mian, pitch from Dobson with a 15, and that'll be tapped right back to Dobson. Throws him out, and Mays with 2 out, nobody on. And a 35 will be line base hit. So a hit for Mays. Mays is, again, not hitting very well. It's batting 214 now. That proves a little bit. And here's Rusty Staub with a couple of hits today. And that won't be any more hits today. And he's going to bounce it to the first baseman to end the inning. And it's Sonny Jackson leads off here against Terrific in the bottom of the fifth. Lefty hitter, 61, and that's a strikeout. Seaver blows a fastball by him. Pat Dobson with a 65, and that is lifted to left. Back goes Martinez to the track, and whoa, Dobson gave it a ride, but hung up there for Martinez in left, and it's a fly ball to left. Let's do that. And here comes Ralph Garr, the pitch from Terrific, a 4-4, and that is ripped to right for a single. And there goes a 4-4, and there goes the runner. Throw down, not in time, a stolen base. Let's roll again, see if there's a possible error. A 6 on Dyer. Let's see, Dyer. No, he has a 1 error, so no error, and the tying run is at second base. Here comes Johnny Oates. Oates batted 248. Always managed to bat around 250. I don't know how. The pitch from Seaver, that's a 41. That'll be ball 4. So the full count pitch is outside. And here comes the always dangerous Hank Aaron, who hit 40 home runs in 73. So Seaver better proceed with caution. Here's the pitch. And that's a 62, which will be strike 3. Got Aaron with the curve way out in front. And here's Eddie Kranepool in the top of the 6th inning. Eddie Kranepool, not sure what he's doing today. Let's see who's coming up. Kranepool 0 for 2, Garrett 0 for 2, and Dyer 0 for 2. Pitch to Kranepool, and Kranepool with a 65. Ooh, that's going to be a bouncer to third. 1 down. Here's Wayne Garrett, the pitch, and a Snake Eyes will be base on ball. He does walk a ton. Wayne Garrett, especially in 73, walks a ton. And in 72, here's Duffy Dyer. Garrett with a nice lead, and that's going to be bounced up the middle, and that's through into center field. Let's see if the runner advances. F or A advances, and he will advance to third. First and third with 1 out. Ted Martinez. Are we ready to pull Dobson? He can go, how many batters? 27. That's really the minimum. We're in the 6th, 25. Let's see when he's batting. When he's coming up to bat, he will be batting, not for a while, so we could change him. First and third, we're going to bring the infield in here for Ted Martinez. And the pitch by Dobson, and a 14 will be a 7 fly ball left field. Let's see if this will get the runner in. F or A can risk. That means we've got to look at Gar's number. Gar has an arm of A, so 1, 2, 3, he is safe, out, and 4, 5, 6, he is safe. So Garrett is tagging up. Here's the throw from Garrett. The tag by Oates, and he is out at the plate. So a double play. It's a 7. Oh, you know what? Let's undo that. Let's go here. Fly ball. 7, 7, 2. And he is out at the plate. And he's, how do I do this? Oh, I see. I forgot to do that. There we go. All right. Evans leads off. Mets had an opportunity there, but blew it. Great throw by Ralph Garr from left field. Here's Darrell Evans, the pitch from Terrific, and a 65 is going to be a 12, and that's a deep drive, and this ball is gone, tied up in the upper deck here in Atlanta Stadium. Darrell Evans hit 41 home runs. Yikes. What a team this is. And what was their record? They were only 5 games above 500. Oh, no, actually, wait a second. No, that was the Pythagorean. They were 10 games below 500. Wow. Here's Lum with the game tied at 2, and it's a 23. Strike 3. Got him. Seaver with the fastball. Jack Pierce now with a 64, and that's a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Terrific. Next is Davey Johnson, another home run hitter with a 22, and that will be ball 4. Not only is it ball 4, there goes the runner, and he is a throw down. He is safe, and it could be an error as well. It's got to be really low, and it's not. So it's a single and a stolen base for Davey Johnson. The second time I've rolled that 22, and then rolling a high number. Here's Sonny Jackson with a go-ahead run at second base, and the pitch, and a 21 will be a bouncer to 13 is a bouncer to first. to end the inning. All right, Tom Terrific leads off the inning for the Mets here at Atlanta Stadium. We're tied at 2 apiece. And a 35 will be a check swing, little looping liner that drops in front of Gar. So Terrific is on with a single. And we're probably going to see a bunt here. And Harrelson squares, and it's a good bunt. First baseman will field it, turns around, and over to the second baseman. So the runner, Seaver, moves up. And Seaver's speed is average, so that's good. And here's Felix Millan. Let's bring in a new pitcher now. And we'll do a double switch as well here. Let's see what we got, who we can do a double switch with. You know what? We'll bring in, who can play first base? Dietz. We'll bring in Dietz. Bat him there, and we'll bring in the bullpen. We'll go to Frizella. Tom Howes or Phil Niekro or Harrison. They're all we'll go with righty, throws righty. Who's coming up? Looks me on, and then a couple of righties. All right, we'll go with the righty, Danny Frizella. And Frizella will go in the... We'll go at first base. There we go. First baseman will be in the 9th spot. Man, it's Felix Millan against Danny Frizella. Let's get that card. Don't like to start making changes too early, especially in a close game. We're going to roll to see what kind of stuff he has, and he will have his B stuff, Danny Frizella. With his B stuff, a much better card than Dobson. So we got a runner at second base, 1 out, and it's Felix Millan in the pitch. And the 23 will be lined and caught by the first baseman, L3. And this could be a double play if we roll first and second. We got to roll a 2, 3, 12, 13. Nothing. Oh, just missed it. All right, and here's Willie Mays. Seaver gets his lead off second with 2 outs. He's going to be going on contact, and that's going to be a 45, which will be a fly ball to right. On the run is Aaron, and Aaron tracks it down to retire the side. So Dietz is leading off for the Braves. It's cold outside now here in San Antonio. Pitch from Seaver and a 33 will be ball 4, so he walks Dietz. And Dietz is slow. Question is, do I pinch run for him? Do I have another first baseman? I don't even know I don't think I know how to look. Positions. No other first baseman. Unless there's somebody out on the other side. Hold on a second. Let's see. Oh. Where are the positions? Positions. Catcher. Okay, that doesn't work. Oates. Oh, I just checked Oates. Evans. Okay, first base. All right, so Evans could play first base, and let's see if we can find a third baseman. Third baseman is right here. Gilbreth. So he'll pinch run. Don't know what kind of speed he has, but let's check it out. And we're probably going to bunt. He is fast. All right. So that's the right pinch runner for sure. And it's going to be Ralph Gar. And Ralph Gar is going to... he's not a good bunter. He's going to hit and run. There goes the runner. And a 6 is not going to do it. That's going to be a tapper right back to the mound, but runner will advance, so it gets the job done in advancing the runner. Here's Johnny Oates. Pitch to Johnny Oates with a 54. And that's going to be a possible error on the right fielder. Staub does not commit the error. Makes the catch. And with a strong throw, will prevent the runner from advancing. So a fly out to right, that's the second out. And here is Hank Aaron. Always dangerous, Hank Aaron. Pitch from Terrific, and a 51 is another error check on who this time? On the third baseman. Garrett is a error of a 9, and he'll make the play. Throws out Aaron, and that retires his side. We go to top of the 8th. Staub leads off. Need a new first baseman. It'll be Evans. And the new third baseman will be Gilbreth. There we go. Here's Rusty, steps in the box. Pitch from Frizella, 23, and that's a tapper right back to Frizella. And he gets Staub at first. Here is Eddie Kranepool with a 46. No park home run, a 16. Is going to be popped up in foul territory. First base, nope. Third baseman. F05, and Gilbreth makes the catch. And now it's Wayne Garrett. And a 43 will be, wild pitch base on balls. Nobody's on base. It will be a base on balls. So Garrett walks for the second time, and here's Duffy Dyer. Pitch from Frizella, 23. It's got him with the curve. Bottom of the 8th. Here we come. 2-2. Darrell Evans. We're keeping Terrific in there. And here's the pitch. And that is a 55. And a 1-7. That's going to, it's a 9. Yikes. That's a drive off the top of the wall. Played off the wall, off the carom by Mays, and Mays into second base. And the tag on Evans. He slides in ahead of the throw. So the go-ahead run is at second base. And here's Mike Lum. Mike Lum takes a couple of practice swings, now steps in the box. Seaver gets the sign from Dyer, and here's the pitch from Seaver with a 65, another potential home run, and that's a deep drive to right. That's way back, and that's gone. Is that the second one he's hit today? Mike Lum with 16 home runs and 500 at-bats. Hits, I believe that was his second one today. Let's double check. And he does, Evans hit one, and Lum hit one. All right, and Seaver's going to be replaced now, so we're going to go to the bullpen. Let's see who's coming up to bat. We're going to do a double switch for Terrific. It's going to be bullpen. We're going to bring in Tuggy McGraw. That'll be a new catcher. We'll bring in Grody. Will bat 9th. So let's grab McGraw and Grody as well. So Grody will lead off. I believe he'll lead off. And it will be McGraw on the mound. And we'll see what kind of stuff McGraw has. McGraw will have his A stuff. He will face the pitcher, and we're going to pinch hit for Frizella. It'll be Baker, Dusty Baker. Where's Dusty? Okay, here's Dusty Baker leading off against McGraw. And it's still nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And it's a 33. That is going to be ripped to left. So a scorcher into left field played by Martinez, and Baker, who's fast, is on at first. Davy Johnson is up next, another home run hitter. Pitch from McGraw, and that's going to be a 35, which will be a pop-up. Left side of the infield, and it's McGraw on the infield grass near the pitching mound. He'll make the catch. Garrett makes the catch. I don't know what I just said. And here's Sonny Jackson with one out, and Sonny Jackson will, not a good bunter. Good hit and run guy. There goes the runner, and that's going to be a 5 ground ball to the first baseman. Runner will advance. And Dick Gilbreth is up. Did I ever grab him? I did grab him. What did I do? There he is. He will bat. He's the third baseman with a runner at second base and 2 outs. The pitch from McGraw and a 15 will be a fly ball center field. Mays backing up, and he makes the catch. Last licks for the Mets. They trail by 2 runs, 4-2 here at the top of the 9th. Braves with 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. Mets with 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. We're going to bring in their closer, and that's going to be closest thing to a closer that they have. 16, no. It's going to be Tom House. So let's grab House. I know he runs a lot of baseball camps for kids. Tom House, and we're going to roll for him. He will have his A stuff. All right, Jerry, nope, it's Martinez, and then it's going to be Jerry Grody. And here's the pitch from House, and that's going to be a 41. That's ball 4. So Martinez walks, and that brings the tying run to the plate. Jerry Grody steps in the box, and the pitch from House, and a 41. That'll be ball 4. So that puts the tying run on base now. And it's going to be Buddy Harrelson, and here's the pitch from House. He squares, and the runners, it's going to be a possible double play, 2 or a 12, and it's not, so it's a pop-up caught by the first baseman. All runners get back in time. And here's Felix Millan. He steps in the box. Millan today is 1 for 4, Mays 1 for 4, and Staub 2 for 4. Here's a pitch from House. And a 22 is going to be line base hit. And we're down by 2. We're going to hold a runner. So that's going to be the bases are loaded for Willie Mays. Are we going to let Mays bat? Righty. We're going to bring in a righty. We're going to bring in Beaucamp. Beaucamp will pinch hit for the Mets. See what happens. Jim Beaucamp, there he is, steps in for Willie Mays against Tom House with the bases loaded and 1 out, so the tying run is in scoring position in Grody, and Grody's not a bad base runner. I believe he should be at least, he's slow, so we're going to have to pinch. Let's make sure we have a catcher. Oh, damn it. Oh, we just pinch hit. That's why I forgot what I had done. Okay, so let's look and see what we got. Do we have any more catchers? No, we do not. Wow. No more catchers. So we're going to have to let him run. Here's Beaucamp. Pitch from House. And that's a 13. With a 13 with the bases loaded and the infield back. It's going to be 13 from our righty. Will be a ground ball to shortstop. We'll go to second. Oh, Davy Johnson. If he's an A or a B, that's going to be a double play. And it's going to go Jackson to Johnson to first. Double play, and the ball game's over. Yikes. And let me double check that. Bases loaded. I rolled a 13. It's a right-handed hitter. 13 right-handed hitter. And it's, strong or average arm second baseman turns a double play, and Johnson is an A, so it's a 6-4-3 double play, and that's the ball game. Mets lose it by a score of 4-2. Danny Frizella picks up the victory. Seaver goes 1-4. Again, Seaver is really struggling at the beginning of this season, but he'll set things straight pretty soon. Has lowered his ERA to 4.66, but the power of the Braves really stung the Mets and really made them pay. Mets were up for at least half the game until the bottom of the sixth, when I believe it was Darrell Evans tied the ball game up with a solo shot, and then it was a two-run shot by Mike Lum in the bottom of the eighth that gave the Braves a 4-2 lead. And Seaver with 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 6 walks. So he really struggled with location today. He struck out 7, and it was McGraw came in for an inning. And House picks up his first save. And for the Mets, in terms of offense, we had 2 hits for Mian and 2 hits for Staub. And 2 hits for Seaver. Seaver picked up 2 hits. I was not aware of that. So I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice. Formerly Cards and Dice TV, now Tabletop Baseball Digest. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Always appreciate the comments, and I will see you guys sooner rather than later. Take care now.